Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Welcome to the final Southern California Prep Insider Baseball Podcast. Tommy and Les here. The championship banners, or I guess plaques, or whatever you want to call them, have been raised through all the divisions, so congratulations to all the winners. Les, how was your championship experience?
Man, it was fun. It was a great, great day over at Cal State Fullerton on Saturday. Took in 4 games. The coolest thing, the neatest thing of all of it was the crowds, man. The crowds just got progressively better. It was a really good start at 10 a.m. with Maranatha and LaSalle. Got better with the Malibu Temple City game. The Beckman Yucaipa game was, that was off the charts, man. And then you top it off with Capo Valley and Foothill. I mean, I've been to super regionals. I've been to regionals at Cal State Fullerton, and those crowds on Saturday would rival any of those crowds, man. It was awesome experience.
Yeah, great chair. I should also mention, I apologize for my location. I'm currently going to a wedding in Toledo, but duty calls. You kids will understand later when you're older. Sometimes you have to go to Toledo for a wedding. You just have to do it. I want to throw congratulations out to everyone who won the CIF championships for all divisions. Division 7, Fillmore, congratulations. Division 6, Pauley of Pasadena, congratulations. Division 5, as you just mentioned him, Temple City, congratulations. Division 4, we've got La Quinta, congratulations, team on all the way out there in the desert. Division 3 was Maranatha, congratulations to those guys. Division 2, you already mentioned them, it's Yucaipa. And Division 1, probably the story of the year, Les, Capo Valley.
Yeah, man, that was, and I got to see them a couple of times, but man, I'd heard a lot about Ryan Doherty, and I obviously had seen him a bit, but I mean, he was just spectacular on Saturday. He pretty much won that game for Capo. Obviously, you throw a 3-hit complete game, certainly helps. But I mean, he had a triple. He had just ran the bases really well. He had another base hit where there was a ball that was misplayed, and he took advantage of that. Just a really, really good game for Ryan Doherty in Capo Valley. And you're right. I mean, in my opinion, certainly the story of the year in Division I CIF Southern Section Baseball. I mean, not that they came out of nowhere because, they were pretty well known, a lot of committed players going to college next year, but they kind of came out of nowhere.
No, I mean, I will double that sentiment. I saw them early in the year against Tustin. I thought they were good. I didn't realize how good, and I saw them against Orange Lutheran in the semis. They looked, scrappy and good in that game, and they just continue to prove me wrong all season long, so congrats to Capo Valley. So,
Tommy, how about this for a stat, though?
Go for it.
Bob Zamora, in his 41st year at Capo Valley, just won his 7th CIF title, but the stat is he's 7 for 7 in championship games. That, in and of itself, is pretty special.
You know who else has never lost a championship game?
Who's that?
Me, because I've never been to one. So we have the same amount of championship losses. So I basically have the same thing as a 41-year storied career. So congrats to me as well. Yeah. So we put together our, it's tough to do a fantasy draft in the beginning of the year because you don't, with high school. So we're going to do our end of the year fantasy draft. In theory, if the teams were to come back and play a whole nother season, who would we want on our squads? We've each got 3 pitchers and 1 player for all the positions. So Les, I'll let you go with your pitching staff first, and I'll get mine, and then we'll talk about our position players.
All right, I feel like I'm cheating you a little bit here because I'm going with the 3 big dogs that we've been talking about all year. I'm going to start with Cole Wynn at Orange Lutheran, number 15th overall pick in the first round of the draft a couple days ago. 8-2, a .21 ERA, 65 innings, struck out 114 batters, walked only 11. Guys hit only 113 against him. Pretty special season for Cole Wynn. Next guy I'm going to go, the aforementioned Ryan Doherty, 8-3, 1.90 ERA, 66 innings pitched, struck out 67 hitters. The walks were a little high, 33, but hitters only hit 192 against him. Then my last pitcher is going to be a guy that we've talked about a lot here on our podcast, Dawson Netz out of Maranatha. Perfect 12-0, an incredible .26 ERA in 80 innings, struck out 178 batters, walked only 14, and opponents hit only 141 against him. Again, Tommy, sorry, feel like I cheated you a little bit, took all the big dogs.
No, I like my guys as well. Maybe a little bit more the under the radar dogs. So I don't know. These are like the the mid-sized dogs, but they're still, very violent and angry. My starting pitchers are Bryce Collins from Hart. He had a .98 ERA, 86 strikeouts. He'll be pitching at Arizona next year. We talked about it. We talked about Ukaipa. We haven't talked about him yet. Tyson Heaton, their big stud pitcher, 12 wins this year, 70 strikeouts, a 1.37 ERA. He will be pitching at BYU. Actually, I'm not sure if he's going to be pitching or hitting. He's maybe trying to do both. The final pitcher I've got, my third pitcher, is Travis Adams from all the way out in Palm Desert. He's got 11 wins and a 1.11 ERA, so that's awesome. He's got all those ones in his statistic box. 80 strikeouts for him. He'll be going to Sacramento State. Let's do it this way now. I'll give you your infield, my infield, and then we'll do outfield as well.
All right, perfect. I just want to throw out a quick note on Tyson Heaton. Yeah, you mentioned him, whether he's going to hit or pitch at BYU. Only a junior, so he could have an opportunity to be drafted next year. But I saw him twice down the stretch for Ukaipa in the semis against Ayala and then in the finals. And, dude, he's the real deal. I'm just going to leave it there. I mean, he's the real deal. Threw a complete game on Saturday, also chipped in 2 or 3 hits. He's definitely the real deal out at Ukaipa. And then Bryce Collins got drafted also this last week. So let's go through my infield. I'm going to start behind the plate. Darius Perry at La Mirada hit .378, 11 bombs with 52 RBIs, struck out 22 times, walked 12, so showed some patience there. Also had 10 doubles, pretty good size catcher behind the plate. So Darius Perry gets the nod there for me. First base, a little bit of a surprise. I'm going to go with our guy that we talked early about in our podcast, Hayden Winters. He had a .447 average, hit a home run, 9 doubles, 25 RBI, scored 24 runs. Also walked 10 times for Esperanza, who had kind of a comeback season, if you will. And Hayden Winters was one of their top 2 guys at the plate. Second baseman for me is going to be Connor McGuire. Expect for him to move to shortstop next year for Beckman. .405 average, 2 home runs, 3 triples, 5 doubles, 18 RBIs, 25 runs, 3 walks. This is a guy that just puts the ball in play. Really high-level defender for Beckman. Just committed to UC Irvine about a week ago. At third base, I'm going to go with Marco Martinez from Maranatha. USC commit. Hit .405, 4 home runs, 3 of them in 1 game. He had 8 doubles, 2 triples, 24 walks, and he scored 27 runs. Again, Martinez went undrafted, I believe, this week and will head to USC. And finally, my shortstop is going to be Cody Freeman out of Etiwanda. This guy's just the spark plug for their offense. He's such an emotional leader on this team. Had a .452 batting average, 4 triples, 9 doubles, 26 RBI. Had 18 walks for Etiwanda as well. Struck out only 6 times. He's a Baylor commit. I'd expect for him to get a lot of attention this summer at all the big showcase events. Potentially see him also on the area code teams this summer.
Yeah, a lot of underclassmen there, so that's encouraging for those teams. Next year, I'll give you my infield now, starting behind the plate as well. Alec Arnaud from Capo Valley Christian hit .474, 9 home runs, 41 RBIs. He'll be playing at Riverside next year. My first baseman is Will Chambers from West Ranch. Hit .372, 9 home runs, 40 RBIs. He'll be playing at Santa Barbara. Next, I've got Noah Levin from Sierra Canyon at second base. Hit .412 this year, 5 home runs, 38 RBIs. He's going all the way across the country to go play George Washington next year, so pack a coat. That would be my advice to you, Noah. Third base, Jose Macias from Montebello. Hit .476, 9 home runs, 51 RBIs. I mean, you get the 51 RBIs in high school is insane. Just going to throw that out there right there. My shortstop is Bryce Turang from Santiago. He was the 22nd pick overall, so we'll see if he actually goes to LSU where he's committed to right now, but 22nd overall, that's going to be tough to go to college, I think.
It's going to be tough to pass up that sort of money. It's going to be life-changing money. It's still first-round money. I think he's going to be just fine. I do expect him to sign, though, rather than take his chances at LSU. All
right, so the final 3 guys, the outfield. Les, who you got?
Again, man, I kind of cheated you a little bit by submitting my name first.
Hey, no, I cheated the whole system. You'll see when I get to mine, so it's fine.
Sounds good. All right, this guy could have been a pitcher or an outfielder for me. I just threw him down as an outfielder. Jared Jones of La Mirada hit .431, hit 3 homers, 13 doubles, 1 triple, 30 RBI. Scored 26 runs, walked 6 times. This is a guy whose power really came through this year. Obviously had that big walk-off grand slam in the playoffs. That's going to go down in La Mirada lore for sure. My next outfielder is going to be Pete Crow Armstrong from Harvard Westlake. Oh, excuse me, Jones is a USC commit. Pete Crow Armstrong from Harvard Westlake, Vanderbilt commit. Both another sophomore just like Jones. 427 batting average, 11 doubles, 1 triple, 13 walks, 10 stolen bases, 22 RBIs, 22 runs. I mean, this guy is the table setter, leadoff guy for Harvard Westlake. Does a little bit of everything. Elite defender with really, really plus speed as well. My last guy is going to be a freshman, so 2 sophomores and a freshman in the outfield for me. Cole Konarski out of Ayala. Just a huge season at the plate, 474, batting average, 27 RBI, 3 home runs, 9 doubles, 19 runs scored, 5 walks. I saw him, obviously, as I mentioned, against Ukaipa, runs really, really well, pretty good arm in right field. This is a guy we're going to be hearing a ton about over the next 3 years.
All right, so if a freshman cracking the lineup here, I almost cheated and took Jared Jones as a pitcher and just tried to skirt that rule and say, hey, wait, he's a pitcher for my team. He can be a position player for your team, but I didn't.
Yeah, there it is.
I did cheat in the outfield, though, so here's how. My outfielders are Cole Ruder from Hart. He hit 392, 7 home runs. He was the 77th overall pick, so he's kind of in a funky spot to go to college or to go to pros because that's right in the middle there. So we'll see what he ends up doing. Do you have any sort of insight to that?
My anticipation from what I've heard is that he will sign and forego the opportunity to play collegiately.
All right.
Just from conversations I've had, he's still going to get pretty good money. And if somebody is signed a below slot above him, he could get a little bit more money.
All right, so here's where I cheated. I put Matt Blessinger as my center fielder, even though he's technically an infielder. But the kid hit 495, he had 31 stolen bases. I had to put him on the team. He'll be playing at Dallas Baptist next year, so expect him to be all over the base paths there in Texas. And finally, my last outfielder is Grady Morgan from Laguna Beach. He hit 415, 28 RBIs, 6 home runs. And as far as I know, he's uncommitted. So I might be a little too late, but somebody maybe get on that.
Yeah, man, as far as I know, he's uncommitted too. But he's a bat that a lot of people have been calling about. And when you're hitting home runs at the rate he was, he had a 3-week stretch there where I think he hit like 4 or 5 homers. Obviously the 415 batting average, stands out big time. But it's one of those guys, right, that just kind of falls under the radar, man. And you see those every year, and then you look up and you see it, a team in the College World Series that has a handful of those guys, right? It's just the nature of the beast, man.
Yeah, so hey, any colleges who lose too many guys to the draft, it's not too late. It's not too late to make a phone call real quick. Over to that household. Les, anything else before we get out of here for the season?
Yeah, man, check us out. We're going to be releasing our player of the year, our pitcher of the year, and our hitter of the year, along with our all-state first team, second team, third team next week. Look for that to hit the website on Monday, at least the player of the year piece will. The all-team or the all-state teams should roll out next week as well. Check us out at prepbaseballreport.com. Check us out on Twitter at PBR_California, Instagram at PBR California. And Tommy, I know this is our swan song here, our last hooray, if you will. And just want to thank you for having me. Thanks for all the people that tuned in and gave us our positive feedback.
Yeah, so much positive feedback.
Yeah.
5 out of 5 stars on Yelp.
Hey, we'll take feedback, man. You're not getting better, you're getting worse. So, we'll take any sort of feedback. So thanks to you, Tommy. Thanks to the team at SoCal Prep Insider for considering me and having me and letting us do our thing.
And thank you very much, Les. It's been awesome having you. And just really quickly, player of the year could be North or South California, right?
It's going to be a state player of the year, yeah.
I'm just going to I'm going to make sure you put a Southern California player. I'm going to bother you until that piece comes out every single day.
You're going to be surprised how many SoCal guys will be, I know you're based in San Diego. How many
I'll count San Diego, and I'll count all of them.
Yeah, how many San Diego guys will be on this this release, man? It's pretty impressive, man. Some good numbers going on down there.
All right, that is it for the year. Thank you so much again for watching all season long. Tommy and Les signing out for the last time. We'll see you next year.